Hello boot fans, Ian aka BootCollector back once again with another showcase of the latest drops and the new additions to my collection, and it is these, the new Adidas Champions Code Pack featuring a Copa Sense, an X Speed Flow and the all new Predator Edge. So in this video today I'm going to show you a little bit about these boots, tell you a little bit about the story behind them, of course tell you where you can get hold of a pair should you want to add them to your collection as well. Now if you like seeing new boots and new additions to my collection, then do yourself a favour, hit the subscribe button, smash the like button if you enjoyed these type of videos, and of course make sure you turn the bell notification on so that you see every time I do an upload, and I upload some new boots, and there's some exciting ones coming up soon, as well as these Adidas boots, Nike boots, Puma boots, all kind of boots that I like adding to my collection. Let's get to it. This is the Adidas Champions Code Pack coming at ya. Champion! Okay, so Adidas Champions Code Pack. Well, it'll be no surprise to learn that this is a pack where Adidas are representing their partnership with UEFA for the Champions League, and we get a stunningly graphic pack in Champions League colours and flavours with Copa Sense, we get the X Speed Flow, and we get the all new Predator Edge as well. Each one having a slightly different take on the Champions League star logo. You've got the slightly wavy, curvy, touchy, feely version that comes up on the Copa here. You can see sort of waved into the Copa graphics here. We've got a speed blur, fast, exciting, speedy version that goes on the X Speed Flow, and we've got an angular, polygons inspired graphical treatment on the Predator to match that aggressive Predator Edge look and design. So a colour combination, again we're getting that familiar Champions League purples, lilacs, we've got some hints of teal, and we've got that pink accent colour as well. Now we already had a Champions League pack earlier in the season with the Predator Pulse and F50 remakes, but this time this is an on-pitch pack, so you're going to see players wearing the Copa, wearing the X Speed Flow and wearing the Predator Edge as they take to the field in the Champions League games, coming up with the round of 16 and then on to the quarterfinals. So I'm sure you've already seen these leaked online, players training in them as well. These are obviously all the laceless versions here, so we've got all laceless plus Speed Flow, Edge and Copa Sense as well. So first impressions, what do you think? Well, I think it's a pretty stunning pack basically. We've got some really great colours at the moment. X looks amazing, can't do a bad X at the moment. I think this one looks really good. Lovely little nods to Champions League on the heel there. Copa Sense possibly has a different variation there, but you can see that graphic star treatment and how it's all over the upper, slightly different from a classic Copa that we're used to. And then of course the all new Predator Edge with those new LZ almost inspired vamps, super shiny sole plate and colour fade combination across the purple and the lilac and the pink there. Let's take a little bit closer detail in, starting with the Copa Sense. So as I said, these are the laceless uppers. So you've got that lovely leather upper here, this time adorned with the Champions League stars. And as I said, this sort of wavy, swirly, sort of almost fluid motion, the way the stars have been added to the graphic on the Copa Sense to go with that whole Copa Sense design language and player positioning that Adidas want the Copa to be. So it works really nicely on this one. You get all this sort of grooved and textured approach here and the graphic overlaid on top. I'll call out to the Champions League star on there as well, and then a slightly metallic finish, not overly done, on the sole plate with a couple of pink pops on the accent there as well. This is the laceless version, obviously also available in a laced version as well, what they Adidas call the 0.1, and this one will be retailing for around £230, which is about 280 euros. The P1 comes in a little bit cheaper at £180 and around 220 euros. So that's the Copa Sense. Let me know what you think in the comments below. What are we thinking about this Copa X Speedflow? So, as I already said, can't do a bad X Speedflow at the moment. Just looks really fast, really aggressive. The way that the stars have been interpreted on this one is obviously all about speed. So we've got those speed blurs, we've got lines coming across here that show that speed of the stars and to line up with the X boot as well. Super cool X carbon sole plate as well. The Carbotech sole plate, really solid sole plate there in terms of performance, acceleration, and again we're getting some pink pops on the studs as well. Lovely little metallic and colour fading sole plate on this one as well. Do love the X at the moment. And again, Champions League call out on the heel here, and I'm not sure you can quite see it, but it's on the sock liner as well. So these sort of F50 sort of inspired heritage stripes of the 3 stripes there, making it look just as fast, and that's the X Speedflow. And again, laceless upper here, and also available in a 0.1, and I think this one also will come in a 0.3 as well. So if you're on a bit of a budget, there'll be an option to get this in a slightly cheaper model as well. Then moving on to the final of the trio, the all new Predator Edge. Now, I know this is a bit of a Marmite boot with some of you out there, some of you really liking it, some of you not sure on the direction Adidas are going with it, but it looks quite decent in this Champions Copac. Again, we get the stars treatment, which is relative to the boot. So we've got these angular, aggressive star patterns here. You can see it as it comes out. In fact, they sort of come together to make this sort of star. Maybe they go this way around. No, definitely not that way around. But you can see here the sort of angled graphics, and that really goes in with that Predator design language that Adidas are trying to do. So you can see it on the collar here, all these cuts, the little embossed details on the 3 stripes, and then the star detailing as well. Champions League logo call out on the heel, and some more on the instep here as well. Got these really rubbery, super rubbery vamps now. So we've gone away from the demon skin, and we've got these sort of super sticky, super grippy rubber vamps that can almost saw your fingers off. No, I'm only exaggerating. It's all good. Now, one thing you'll notice is all of these are laceless, but they're also in FG. So this is pretty much an FG only pack. There will be some of the lower price points, I'm told, that will be available in turf options, trainer options, but for the majority of the boots, these are only going to be available in firm ground sole plates. So if you're looking for an SG or an AG, you're a bit out of luck, unfortunately, with this one. So FG only. So now you've seen them up close, you know how much they are. How are you going to get a pair? Well, big shout out to my guys at ProDirectSoccer.com. Thank you for sending these over for me to share with you guys. Really appreciate that. And of course, you can get these right now at ProDirectSoccer.com. You can also get the 0.1s if that's where you want to play with your thing. But for my collection, I love getting these laceless ones, and I always love a Champions League pack. Always smart. So it's great to see. So thank you guys. I'll put links in the description, and you can go straight to them and grab your pair, whether you want Predator, whether you're X, or whether you're Copa. All good. So what are we saying to this Champions Copac? Is it one we're going to add to the collection? Is it one we're going to reject? Is it one you just want to see playing in? Is it a cool thing that Adidas are doing? Well, let's answer some of those in order. Yes, I think it's really great that Adidas used their brand partnership to come up with some really cool packs and new ways of showcasing the boots and not just being a colour up. And this Champions League tie-in is definitely something unique and definitely good to see. So good job on Adidas for this one. Of course, when it comes to the trio, I'm going to love to have them in the collection. So you'll see all of these 3 I'm going to add into my collection, of course, as a nice homage to this year and the boots that are coming out in 2022. When it comes to the individual boots, I'd probably rank them in a completely different order to what we've got here. I think probably the Copa is probably my least favourite. I'm just not a massive fan of this boot at the moment. The graphic pattern on it is probably not the one for me. Maybe it's just the way it's added on, but I think it's a solid boot, and it's a great boot if you want that leather touch, that laceless feel, lock-in feel as well. But for me, probably not on the colourway for that one. Now, I know the Predator Edge was what we were talking about as well, with some people loving it, some people hating it, and I think this is actually a really smart version. It's going to stand out on pitch, it's going to look really cool, it's going to look really distinctive when you see it on those Champions League nights. But I can appreciate at the moment people are thinking this one is a bit too of a change in direction from Adidas, and they're not overly sold on the boot itself. But from a collector's point of view, I think this is a really cool addition. So I would rank this one probably second, which obviously means that X Speedflow is the top boot for me in this pack. And as I've said several times already, without fail, Adidas just can't make a bad X at the moment. It looks amazing. Even with the graphic upper, yes, it might look a little bit cartoonish, it might look a little bit kiddified, but I think it works with the X and it just looks really smart. The colorways, the little fade from teal to into the lilac, into the purple, just works really cool and really works for me. And of course, the whole silhouette of this X at the moment in the laceless profile as well just looks great. So a great one to add to the collection. And of course, that's how I rank it. But what about me? What about you? Why don't you let me know in the comments below which one you're hating, which one you're rating? Are you feeling these pack? Is this a pack too far? Is this a great idea from Adidas? Let me know and I'll do my best to answer as many as I can in the comments below. So not much more else to add other than thank you for watching. If you enjoyed this video, hit the like button. It means a great deal, shows your support. And if you like seeing new boots coming out and what I'm adding to my collection, then make sure to subscribe, turn on the bell notification, and you'll get notified every time I upload a new video. There we go. Hope you enjoyed this, and I'll see you next time.